So I'm currently reading through the book of Proverbs, and I just wanted to share two verses that have really impacted my life recently, and they come from Proverbs 3. It's verses 5 and 6, and they read, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths." The Lord has been teaching me a lot about trust recently. Specifically, that a lot of my fears stem from a lack of trust in the Lord. That if I fully trusted the Lord and his purposes for me, in his timing, that there would be no fear in this life. But that's much easier said than done. In my moments of fear, when I lack trust in the Lord, I remind myself of those verses in Proverbs 3, and that what the Lord has for me will not pass me by. That if something in my life is truly meant for me, it will happen, and there's nothing I can do to stop it from happening or make it happen faster. Even when I can't see the whole picture, I can trust the Lord has a plan. One minor circumstance in my life just this week that I'm applying this principle to is that I'd recently put in for a promotion at my job. And it's an exciting time, but it also leaves a lot of unknowns. Just the other day, I was on my phone when I found the external job posting for the position that I had applied for, and there were 32 other applicants, and that was kind of scary. And then I read this link saying, "See how you compare to the other 32 applicants." And it was in that moment I was so tempted to know all the details when I realized, what good does that do me? Where am I trusting the Lord in this circumstance? Where am I acknowledging him to make my path straight? Because if this job is really meant for me, the Lord will make it happen regardless of how I stack up to the other applicants. Now, I know this is only a small example of trusting the Lord, but it's in these moments when our ability to trust the Lord shows the most. It's in these little moments when we express whose understanding we really lean on, ours or God's. Because I know it's easy for me to trust in the Lord with something that's completely out of my control. But this circumstance seems to be just within my sphere of understanding, and that's where where the lack of trust in the Lord can start to creep in my life. But when I witness and experience God's faithfulness and his faithful character time and time again, he helps me to counteract that fear and distrust that I so desperately want to cling to at times in life. The Lord has shown me his faithfulness in so many ways over the years. Through moments of obedience and stepping out in faith, I've been able to experience just how much I can trust the creator of the universe. I can trust that his timing is perfect in every little circumstance, that he's growing me, especially amongst the suffering, that he sees me, that he hears my prayers, and that he answers them. I can trust that he understands me more than anyone else, that he is in control, that he knows exactly what he's doing, that his plan is better than mine, and I can trust that he's always working. It's honestly crazy that I could find myself distrusting the one and only holy God, who has a perfect track record, never fails, always keeps his promises, and knows me better than I know myself. God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and he's a God worth trusting.